We open tonight with a live look at Conestoga College in Kitchener as we follow some developing news. We have just learned about another round of job cuts at the college. This is the latest in a series of downsizing measures. The college, of course, saying it has been under significant financial pressure this year. Good evening. It's happened again. More job cuts this week at Conestoga College. This time, more support staff getting layoff notices. Only 2 days after we learned that almost 200 faculty were being cut. CTV's Colton Wiens is live with more. Colton, I know we're still waiting to get a handle on the numbers in terms of this newest support staff layoff round, but one of the union leaders telling us she's deeply angered by this.
Yeah, and Tony, the union, OPSU, also says it's tried to work with the college on ways to avoid cuts and increase revenue, but feel their efforts have been ignored. Today, more people learning their jobs are cut.
I was not allowed to have my camera on. I was not allowed to have my microphone on. And somebody read from a script saying that my position was being terminated.
Ian Jenkins says after nearly 3 years teaching at Conestoga College, he received an email around 10 this morning from Conestoga's Human Resources asking him to join a virtual meeting at 2:30. Jenkins says it was similar to how 180 support staff were laid off back in April, and he had a strong feeling about what was coming.
Less stressful if they had just sent me a video email first thing in the morning at 10 a.m., as opposed to making me wait 4.5 hours to basically have a video email anyway.
CTV News is still working to confirm how many support staff were laid off on Thursday. Vicky Poirier, president of Ontario Public Service Employees Union 238, wrote an email to members today saying, "I am deeply angered by the decision made by Dr. John Tibbetts and senior leadership to send notices of layoff and reassignment during the holiday season." In an email to CTV News, the college did not reveal how many support staff were cut, but said these difficult but necessary decisions are not taken lightly and reflect our responsibility to align resources and ensure long-term sustainability. Earlier this week, they again cited the sharp drop in international enrollment for ongoing financial pressures and staffing changes. Jenkins says all he was told was that it has to do with money.
Because the federal government has reduced the amount of international students, the enrollment is down, and if the enrollment is down, they need to cut staff in order to maintain a balanced budget.
Jenkins was an instrumentation specialist in the Health and Life Sciences Division, specializing in preparing analytical chemistry instruments and instructing students on how to use them. He says an entire course set to start in January centers around working on those instruments, and he fears for how the layoffs will impact the students.
I fear that the amount of education and hands-on experience that the students are going to get is going to be lacking. I also fear for the college itself. I think that people are doing this as a money game, and they don't see the downward spiral that they are putting themselves into.
Poirier's email to members also says we have highlighted alternative ways the college could save money and propose strategies to increase revenue. We have considered the collective agreement, exploring alternatives for maintaining employment stability. Unfortunately, our suggestions were largely ignored. Again, we are working to confirm the number of support staff affected this week. We should note earlier this year, another round of cuts affected about 180 support staff, and just this week, nearly 200 full-time faculty were laid off. Tony.
Okay, Colton Wiens recapping those latest cuts at Conestoga. Colton, thank you.